Hello everybody. Today I'd like to present our work about collaborative business intelligence virtual assistant. Firstly, I'd like to say a couple of words about background of our research and to introduce the idea. Then I explain what is it collaborative business intelligence concept and tell about the result of our collaborative BI virtual assistant. And finally, we will discuss and make a conclusion. The decision-making process is complex and as a rule depends significantly on the information that the person who makes the decision owns. Business intelligence helps you gain valuable insight and make strategic decisions. As the analysis shows, the need for data research arises not only from business in order to increase its profits, or the government to solve national problems, but also from society and individual citizens to understand and justify socially significant or private decision-making. In this case, it is quite difficult to organize the interaction of potential users, decision-makers, and technical specialists in data analysis. The project BI for People is created to help solve these problems. The aim of BI for People is to bring the power of business intelligence to the largest possible audience by implementing the data warehousing process in software as a service mode, from multi-source heterogeneous data integration to intuitive analysis and data visualization. The main idea is to collect people in one virtual or real space and encourage them live their common or opinion for general purpose. Moreover, reusing another collaborator's results or comments make general business intelligence collaborative business intelligence. Collaborative BI involves using social networks, quizzes, brainstorming sessions, and even simple chats between 2 or 3 coworkers in teams to collectively solve problems. The focus of our research is the development of a collaborative BI framework in terms of conversational assistant concept. The main goal is to investigate and improve CBI tools based on virtual assistants. So the research questions are: can a virtual assistant using a conversational interface help simplify the data exploration process for non-experts? What features of virtual assistant are most important in assisting users who have limited knowledge? We can underline that implementing of chatbots bring a lot of benefits. They can improve workflow and productivity. They support customers around the clock. They resolve problems smarter and faster. They generate and qualify leads automatically. They apply ready-to-use templates to help customers, and so on. There are a lot of examples of chatbots we can see. For example, IBM Watson Assistant allows users to create complex conversation flows and combine various commands to achieve data science tasks. The Dialogflow platform also provides a natural language understanding system. We can notice such kind of chatbots like Rasa, BotPress platform, or with AI. Today, chatbots become so popular because of their efficiency. They can automate routine tasks and processes, freeing up time for team members and focus on more high-value activities. Because of their personalization, chatbot can be customized to meet the specific needs of individual users. Of course, their scalable chatbot can handle large volumes of requests and interactions simultaneously, making them well suited for collaborative tools that serve a large number of users. And also about the availability. Chatbots are available all the time, providing users with access to information and support around the clock. This can be especially valuable for global teams that work across different time zones. The general pipeline for chatbot can be represented as follows. Capturing and saving the meaning of context over the dialogue requires a combination of natural language processes techniques, including contextual embeddings, attention mechanism, memory mechanism, and discourse analysis. By incorporating these techniques into the model architecture and training process, the model can better capture the nuance of language and generate more relevant and coherent responses. As analysis shows, there are a lot of tools to implement in chatbots. We have a lot of popular algorithms like native Bayes or support vector machines that uses to implement chatbots, and also a lot of programming tools that can help us to realize such kind of tool for collaborative business intelligence module. So we can represent the main workflow like is depicted on this slide. The user make some request to the system, and as a result of processing of this request, we can make some command and provide answers to users and show the results. We need to say that to investigate, to explore data, we need to realize some stages. Firstly, we need to identify the domain for collaborative business intelligence. So, considering different goals, preferences, experience, and conditions, different users will access the same data with different requests, forming the content of collaborative session. Then, we need to identify the data sources. Combining data from different sources requires solving the problems of data consolidation, cleaning, and standardization. The formation of a knowledge base of collaborative decision-making cases is a really important stage. You need to develop an information model for collecting data about each session, including user behavior and the results of his research, as well as interaction with other users. The next stage is visualization data and organizing interaction in the virtual space. It is necessary to develop a convenient user interface. Processing, analyzing, and summarizing of the collected data about user behavior is the final stage of any research in the terms of collaborative data exploration. In the given research, we mostly concentrate on the pre-processing steps, as you can see on this slide. We started with the load data and then exploration of the data, creating metadata, building queries, then matching commands and generate prompts in order to implement the chatting with our users. The main steps of data exploration you can see on this slide. Firstly, we need to define the business problem, then collecting data, preparing and exploring data, of course, communicating insight and action planning. It is really difficult stages for non-expert users, and they need help from the collaborative tool. So, to understand how it works and to show the case study how we can implement the data exploration with the help of virtual assistant, we consider the data set that consists data about road accidents in France. As you can see, we have a lot of information from more than 10 years about every accident, and we simulate this process, how we can explore this data with the help of virtual assistant. So to explore rain accidents in France, we can ask the following question. We can explore based on the date of accidents and wondering about the number of accidents per year decreasing, or which months have higher frequency of accidents, and so on. Also, we can explore where accidents occurred based on roads. For example, we can ask the system about which types of roads are high risk. The next way how we can explore this data, it can be about people who involved in the accidents, and we can ask about the condition of the people after the accidents, about their age distribution or sex distribution. And also we can ask about the safety equipment. For example, we can ask about what was the distribution of safety equipment used. And also we can provide any other questions for this data. So, as you can see on this slide, it is the example of conversation we can provide with the virtual assistant. For example, the user can ask what weather has the most accidents, and as a result of processing this request, our virtual assistant provides the answer like, do you want to explore an atmospheric condition related to the accidents? It means that we don't have actually the word weather inside our dataset. And as you can see, metadata explains that we have the atmospheric condition, like the most close expression to the word weather. That is why our virtual assistant provides the expression and provides the answer to the user about the atmospheric condition. And of course, user agreed that it can be atmospheric condition like a weather, then we can precise the question and ask about the period of time, and user provide answer that he wants to explore all the data about the weather conditions. And after that, our virtual assistant should identify the command and run this command, and the result of this command it shows for our user. And it can be like the most accidents were under normal atmospheric conditions. We can see that it is really the results of data processing, because of normal weather is the most frequent type of the weather, and that is why we have that the most accidents were under the normal weather conditions. In order to process the user request and identify the command and then run this command, the virtual assistant should build the abstract syntax tree. The example of such kind of syntax tree you can see on the slide. So, as a result of our work, we can conclude that collaborative business intelligence give even more opportunities for reasonable decision making as they allow using external information from various sources. The virtual assistant based on text communicating is proposed as a collaborative tool. The dialogue does not exist outside a certain context, and understanding the context is crucial. The main workflow is discussed, and the next step is to implement a prototype of virtual collaborative assistant. Thank you very much for your attention.